I'm sorry, guys. My God, Russia has taken Bakhmut. I'm really. I don't like to tell you this, but like a week ago, Ukrainians control this very small portion of Bakhmut. Okay, this is a very tiny portion of Bakhmut that was a week ago, and then what happened is now they control it everything. Okay, this is just a matter of time, and then this is just a small town square. You know what I'm saying? Like a block. It it has a few buildings like one, two, three, four. It's like nothing. The entire Bakhmut is taken by the Russians, and this I will show you. Wait a second. So it was like this a week ago, and how Russians take it is they take these squares. You know, one, two, three. These squares. They go by the squares like these. All these squares, and this used to be the military headquarters of something controlled by the controlled by the Ukrainians. So this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like these squares, Russia took. Okay, look. So first it was like this, then they took it like this. Then did you notice these squares that they took? Look, and then this. So then they captured this territory, and after that, this, and after that they moved here towards Kromoway. Okay, while all these positions were like this, and then they retreated from Kromoway. I mean, this is a Wagner map. They updated immediately. If they have to retreat, they quickly make changes to it. So look at this. Look at this position. I guess they pull the troops to take this position because they were trying to get this military base. So what happened is, then look at the squares here. Okay, look, instantly they touched this road. Okay, first Ukrainian YouTubers said that they cannot pass this railway line, or they cannot take the Bakhmut railway station or this depot. Well, that was history. But now they touched to this road, and they moved forward like this. And then look, they connected with a few more squares like this. So now they are connected, and then they connected here like this, and now they have connected it all like this. Unbelievable. So if you look at a week's progress, it was like this, and now it is like this. So this is not even a Ukraine, Bakhmut territory. This is just very little things. So it's not even like, how do I put this? This is nothing. Oh, wait a second. So they took this also. Yeah. So if you look at the progress in a week, this is the only remaining place where Ukrainians are. There is no reason to fight any of these now. You just got to get out of there. So I will show you in a bigger picture now. Look, this is Bakhmut all the way from here. This entire thing is Bakhmut all the way up till here and all the way up till here. This whole thing is Bakhmut, and out of this whole thing, the Ukrainians control just this position, which they will take, as we have seen before, that they take this square. It's already gray in color. Okay, so they are going to take the squares, and then what? It's already gone. The Ukrainians better retreat out of this, because there is aerial bombardment going on. To be honest with you, aerial bombardment is going on in these locations using those Fab 500 bombs. So they are already like annihilating this place, but Ukrainians should be smart and get the out of there and go somewhere in Chasivyar or something. There is nothing, they don't control anything. This small position like this, it will be gone till yesterday. This map has not updated yet from yesterday, so these squares will be taken, so it will be like this entire road. That's exactly what happened here. It was like this road, then it was this railway line, you know, this railway line. They were on this side of the railway line. They were on this side of the railway line. First they took these portions like that, then they controlled the whole railway line, then they crept in forward, and now in the same way they are going to do this, and they are going to take this. That's it. I mean, this is a retreating position. You got to get out of there now. There is no point. I mean, you cannot kick them out of the entire Bakhmut. You didn't kick them out of the entire Bakhmut, even though Ukrainians poured every single thing they had in Bakhmut. Okay, nobody is talking about Bakhmut. Have you noticed that nobody talks about Bakhmut? Even the famous Ukrainian, the Denis Davidov, he just mentions Bakhmut for just like 10 seconds, and instantly he jumps towards some negative story about Russia. But if things are so bad for Russia, how did they defeated Ukraine, who has put in like God knows how many troops into Bakhmut? And so many regiments and battalions were there in Bakhmut region, especially in the beginning, and all those things were gone. You know, even when they were taking Soledar, they said the same thing. Like once they took Soledar, nobody talked about it. But when they were unable to take Soledar, they were talking about it a lot. But Bakhmut was a completely different story, because Bakhmut is a very heavily defended. Every Ukraine poured troops from every place, like even from Kiev and all those directions, and throwed them in Bakhmut, and it is gone. Now they have to retreat. The point is, the amount of troops and amount of ammunition that the Ukrainians use to protect Bakhmut, they cannot use the same amount of troops to protect Chasivyar, because the troops are being reduced. So at a reduced quantity, they would be attacking, they would be protecting Chasivyar and these places. Then, like, because they don't have unlimited army. Are you understanding my point? So every town will be less defended compared to the town before it. This town will be less defended compared to this town. This town will be less defended compared to this town, and it all comes down to Kramatorsk, which probably, I'm sure, has big military presence. At least I'm hoping that Ukrainians have. I'm not going to say it has more troops than what they had in Bakhmut, because their idea was to not break Bakhmut. You know what I'm saying? Bakhmut defense is if broken, it will just allow the Russians to go all over the places. So the idea was not to defend, focus on Kramatorsk right now. The idea was to put everything to stop Ukrainians in Bakhmut at all cost. Stop the Russians at Bakhmut at all cost. But that failed, and this is a big victory for Putin and Prigozhin basically. And he just released a propaganda video saying that he's gonna get out of Bakhmut now any day because of less ammunition. He is mocking the Ukrainians, the Wagners. They are mocking this. They know the person that's going to watch the video in the Ukrainian, the hierarchy, will understand this joke. People won't understand the joke, but the Ukrainian government will understand the joke, that he is mocking Ukrainians, because the truth is Ukrainians didn't have ammunition. The only way the enemy keeps moving forward and you keep retreating is because the enemy has more ammunition and you have less and less, and that's the only reason. Otherwise, Ukrainians are brave people, and if they had a lot of ammunition, if they had everything they ever wanted, this map would not look like this. Okay, this is like completely gone. It's like wherever you see, it's all Russians all over the place. So Wagner was conducting a joke saying that, oh baby, I'm gonna retreat now. So they are like joking, like, tomorrow we are gonna retreat out of Bakhmut because we have no ammunition. All this, and every single day Wagner is updating. This is the latest today. I mean, was it today? Let me see. Yeah, it is today. This was yesterday. This was a day before yesterday. This was again a day ago. This was a day ago. And this was a day ago. And this was a week ago. Are you understanding?